and welcome to Mickey Art. My name is Michelle Edhouse, and today I'm going to do a really big canvas. Well, for me it's big. It's the biggest one I've done so far. It's a 40 by 50 centimeter, so that is, I think, 18 by, no, that's not right, 16 by 20. So this is the biggest one I've done so far, and I want to play with a technique that I've been watching someone use, and my brain has lost her name. I'll put a link into the description to her channel. Now in this particular method, while I'm talking, I'm just going to mix up some yellow. I haven't got any yellow mixed up. This is a really orange yellow, and I'm just sort of mixing in with Floetrol. It's called Deep Yellow Reeves acrylic. And my method of mixing is paint, Floetrol, and water. So pretty much I eyeball it and hope for the best. How does it get any better than that? So as you can see, it's quite a orange yellow. I'd really like quite a bright yellow for this painting, so I'm actually going to add a little bit of white to it once I've got that Floetrol mixed in. I'm going to just add a bit of this pre-mixed white and just drop it down a few octaves. Now in this method that I've been watching, what she does is she covers the whole canvas with the liquid white, and then it's like a flip cup, and then she just sort of slightly lifts the cup up and drags it around so that the paint goes underneath the under the white and then bubbles up through it. So let's see if I can emulate that. And if that works, then woohoo! If not, I'll be maybe doing a swap, see what we can do to save it. So I have some colours mixed up, and if you've watched my channel before, I tend to ask the painting what colours it would like to have in it. So we will get to that in a minute. Just add a little bit more water in this, and then I'll let the air bubbles come back up out of that while I look at the other colours. So for those of you that are new to my channel, I'm a consciousness facilitator with Access Consciousness, and I use the tools of Access in my art. There we go, that's nice. So I ask the consciousness of the painting what it would like to be, and so I was wanting to do this particular method, and so then I looked at all my canvases and I said, which one of you would like to be my play toy for this one? And this size canvas came up. So alright, cool. Now when you hear me say I ask my painting, what I'm actually doing is using a tool from Access Consciousness, and it's where what's light or expansive or joyful, like what kind of lights up your world, is right for you, and what's heavy or contractive or is alive for you. So okay, cool. We're going to go for some pretty basic colors here. We've got the crimson red. I actually call it more of a puce pink, to be honest. It's very, very pink. We've got the deep yellow with a bit of white thrown in. And then I've got a dark blue there, but I've not got a lot made up, so I'm also going to put in some lighter blue as well, because I've got a heap of that made up. And let's see. Yep, that one's still a good consistency. These tuna pots are brilliant. Now, I like sparkle, and I don't know if you've noticed that in my paintings so far, but I do like a bit of sparkle. Let's see, how much silver have we got? Yeah, gonna need some more silver. I'm just gonna pause the video and mix up some more silver so that we've got some yummy silver. Be right back, guys. Alright, so I've mixed up some more silver. As you can see, it's quite a thick silver. A little bit more, so they're a little bit more even. And also, while I was away, I mixed up the very, very last of my my phthalo cyan blue from Marie's. And I'm a really bit bummed. I can't find it here in New Zealand anymore. And you know, my target is to only use products I can source in New Zealand. So anyone can find me this brand here in New Zealand, please let me know. I would love to get some more of this blue. I adore it. It's a fantastic colour. So I'm using that. I'm using that same brand. I'm using the silver. Then the crimson red is the Reno Art acrylic paint, and that's a real cheap one. I got that from, you can get it from the warehouse, and you can also get it from I got it from Pinata, which is one of the dollar stores here in Rotorua. The light blue is the Reeves Finest Artist Quality Cobalt Blue, and the yellow is the same brand as I showed you at the beginning. So, with some white in it. Not a lot, just took the tip off it. So there we go. Those are the colours that are asking to be in this painting. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to zoom you out. I'm going to strip off the canvas and put push pins in the back corners, just to lift it up off the edge. And I'll be back. Alright guys, we're back. So this canvas, as I say, I've put the push pins in the corners so that it just picks it up off the table for all the spillage. Now this is pretty much getting to my limit on size wise for this bench, so I will have to move to the kitchen table or set something else up outside in the garage or something to create magic. Now, as I said, this is a canvas from the warehouse, and I think it was like $5, maybe $7 or something. Really, really inexpensive. Now, the only thing I haven't done before we get started is to put a little bit of our silicone, and I am using CRC 808 silicone sprayed into this dropper bottle, and so all I'm going to do is put a couple of drops in each pot, A bit more than that. One of the things you need to be really aware of when you are using silicone like this is to try not to let the silicone hit the canvas. So you'll see I'm being very careful to not allow the dripper to be directly over the canvas at any one time. Just a quick stir through. You don't want to break that silicone up too much or you're going to get only little tiny cells apparently. And because if the silicone hits the canvas first, it's then going to bubble up through the paint and leave the hole in the paint all the way down to the canvas. Gotta love this silver when you put silicone in it. Watch this. You can actually watch the silicone rise up and create little cells within itself because it's got that yummy. And that's still a bit thick. So the first step in this process is to put the white down. And the method I'm going to use is I've got my white made up with no silicone in it, so that we don't get that problem that I just described. And then I'm just going to use a popsicle stick to spread that around. Try and get as even a coat as possible with this, and I need more than that. And get the whole canvas covered right up to the edges. You're going to have some runoff, so your sides should be fine with the runoff, and what doesn't run off it will be white anyway, so you can always touch that up later. So what we're looking to create with this is a bed for the other colours to swim in. A little pool. Oh, this isn't as easy as it looks. Alright, maybe my white's too thick. Let's see if we can. What else can I use that would make this a lot easier? These are not very straight. These are my bits of Hubbard's breakfast boxes, and they're white on the inside, and I like to use them to create the little after effect with the runoff. Maybe I'll show you some of those at some stage. I got one really cool one the other day. I was like, wow! Yeah, I don't think I've got this lot runny enough, but this is what we try this stuff for, isn't it, guys? It's called playing. It's called an experiment. The other thing you need to do if you're wearing your jewellery when you're painting is to wash it regularly, quickly after you've finished painting, because trying to get caked on paint off the back of a sapphire or a diamond. It comes off eventually. Sometimes you have to soak it. Alright, I'm going to give this a bit of a blast with the heat gun because it's got a heap of bubbles in it. And that is not very smooth. Let's do a bit of tilting. I suppose this is what happens when you try it on a big canvas. Slightly runnier paint might have been the answer. How's it getting any better? Alright. I'm going to give it a go, guys. You know what? I'm not a very patient person. I like to create when I want to create. The speed of this is not working for me. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my paints into this cup. Just like a flip cup. What was that? Not wanted, that's what it was. And then we'll see what we get at the end. Right, we're getting some khaki green. I'm not fussed with the way the blue and the yellow mix. They kind of I want some white in that too. Kind of make a bit of a khaki green, and I actually threw away a couple of my early paintings because I really didn't like that khaki colour. Now, alright, I'm going to give it a go. So, the target is you splosh it down and then you drag it around a bit. So let's have a go. Ooh. There we go. Just going to let that drain just for a minute. But I've already got some of the effect that I'm after right there, so that's pretty cool. I must say the sides of this cup look awesome. Maybe I'll try Will Black's. No, it so didn't work. It so did not work. Okay, well, there we go. Check out the inside of that cup. Isn't that pretty? Alright. Well, I actually do like the colour combination. And let's see what we can create. Because that's a really big blob of paint. Worst comes to worst. Can always swipe it. That's my motto. some of you are saying, why am I using a blowtorch on a painting? No, it's not to dry it. There's two reasons. One, it warms the paint and invites the silicone to come to the top. And the other reason is to burst the air bubbles. So we have some really cool looking cells through here. If you guys are hoping this is actually, and I can see where my silver is. Alright, get rid of those bubbles. Right now I'm just using a straw. This is one of those slushy straws, so it's got a bit of a flat area on the end, which is proving to be quite useful as a spatula. Does it get any better than that? So okay, so I'm really quite liking this. There's some areas that I go, but I am actually really liking it. And to make it even awesomer, I'm going to do some of that draggy stuff and just really I can actually see my canvas just here, and I'm really not enjoying that. I'm sorry I've gone quiet, guys. What else can you see, guys? What else is required? This big splotch here, I'm liking the way it's kind of feathering. It's not attached to anything. Kind of like a island in the stream. That is what it is. Just white in between. How can that be all? Sail away with me to another part of painting. From one lover to another. Wow! I'm hoping you can see in there. That's cool. Alright. What do we know? Painting. What else do you desire? Do you desire anything else? That's always a good question to start, you know. Buddy, what do you want to eat? And Buddy's going, I'm not hungry. Okay, painting. Would you like anything else done to you? Would you like me to contribute anything else? Is there anything else that we can be or do together that will create an even greater result? And my eye keeps coming into this part here, and I'm seeing this kind of pointy bit here, and it's almost like it wants to be pulled. Where does it want to be pulled though? Alright. You've got one of those little caterpillar thingies just down in here. I'm not really excited about this bit. I wonder what would happen if I... Alright, let's give it another go with the torch just to... Alright guys, what do you think? I'm not so sure. It's very extremely random and out of control. So everywhere I'm unwilling to be this out of control and allow the painting to be exactly what it desires to be, I destroy and uncreate that. Right, and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine boys, shorts and beyonds. And for those of you that have never heard it before, that was the Access Consciousness Clearing Statement. It's kind of like a bit of a magic wand that allows you to clear away the energy that comes up when you ask a question like that. I'm just aware of how lumpy this white is, so sorry if my head is in the way. Looking to try and smooth it out a bit. Because if it stays this lumpy when it dries, it could be a bit weird. Alright guys, let me know in the comments below what you reckon. What do you see in it? What magic is in this painting that I haven't spotted yet? What else is possible? And how does it get any better than this? What do you do on a Saturday night? Ah, that's funny. Alright guys, I'm just going to clean the edges up, and then I will get you down and we shall have a look. I've got some white paint on the floor and I'm trying not to step in it. Green paint on my bedroom floor. That's kind of not where it's supposed to be. I mean, one day I might show you my lounge floor. I got sick of all the stains on my lounge floor, and so I went and bought some clothing dye, some Spotlight, and I dyed my carpet not just a plain colour. I made a pattern. It's really funny. And you know what? Until somebody points it out, nobody notices. It's really cool. Alright, I'm going to get you down. Alright guys, I've turned our second light on, hopefully to give you some better lighting. That's what it looks like overall. It's actually a bit brighter up in that top right hand corner. It's quite bright, a lot brighter. And you'll see that as we get in closer. If I can keep the light in. There we go. Just blocking the light with my hand. There we go. See that top corner's got quite a bit of yellow in it. It's quite bright. And the stuff here on the right hand side, that's actually all silver. So that's going to come out quite pretty, I reckon. Lots of quite multicoloured cells in there, which is quite fun. I must say I do like these negative space ones with the white on the outside. See, there's that khaki green I don't like. Some of you might like it. I'm not a fan. Where are we? There we go. That's what that yellow and blue do to each other. Oh, look, there's my caterpillar. I like these little dudes. Oh, look how many layers of colour are in that one. Come on, camera. You can do it. There we go. Again, that's going to be quite silvery once it dries. I quite like it when the cells come out and the little spiny bits that, when I pull it out like that, that one almost looks like an eye. It's cool. So that looks quite orangey red on the camera, but trust me, it's pink. And that really does look like a paint splatter. It actually looks like some weird wiggly sea monster with a long tail. Oh, I like those. Alright guys, so that is my attempt. And I'm quite liking it. It's a lot brighter than what you can see in the camera. And so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you again in another video. Bye bye.